Hi, I'm Joey Gonzalez with AgStories. We've all heard of cattle rustling, holdups, and raids on a farmer's homestead. All stories of the wild, wild west. Well, those days may be gone, but as far as rural crime is concerned, the West is still wild. With higher commodity prices and the fact that farmers today rely on the latest technology and high-priced equipment like this pump, crime in these rural, remote areas has become an epidemic. Let's take a look.
Well, here's where we're at with rural crime in our community. We know that agriculture in the Central Valley is a multi-billion-dollar industry. Our agricultural partners feed the world, and they, like other people in the community, are victims of crime. So we've partnered with them in a variety of ways to support that effort. We also allocate resources with our Rural Crimes Task Force to help defeat rural crime and the crime that's committed against the agricultural community.
Right now we're going to do some follow-up on an invoice that I received this morning. One of my well-known recyclers turned in some items that I figured may be stolen. We're going to do some follow-up and see if he was supposed to have possession of this material and try and find out where he got it.
Tracking the evidence is never easy, never. Every clue and detail of information must be found, examined, and discussed with individuals and businesses who hopefully can shed some light to help solve the case. Here, Detective Williams is investigating 3,700 pounds of aluminum turned in by a man who has a history of metal theft. He says it's imperative to find the original owner of the material. If there is no victim, there is no crime.
So when you're talking about the crime committed in the agricultural community, yes, the primary theft is metal-related products, wire, anything that can be salvaged or taken and turned in for scrap in exchange for money, and that money goes to the purchase of drugs and narcotics.
This is a typical example of a farmer-rancher yard where they're going to store their equipment. One of the challenges today is keeping your equipment to where it's not easily accessible by a thief or someone who doesn't belong on your property. Using today's technology available to us, we have cameras that can send pictures of whoever and whatever's on your property directly to our cell phones or email account, however we set it up. Another program that we have with the Sheriff's Office is our OAN program, our owner applied number, where our STARS volunteers will come out and they'll stamp your equipment with a number that is specific to you. It's assigned only to you, and you can easily be identified by that number.
That number is then entered into NCIC, the National Crime Information Center database, and it's applied directly to that particular owner. So if the equipment is stolen and it has no other markings, it doesn't have a license plate or a VIN number or something that connects it back to an owner, this owner applied number will. And so our rural crimes detectives come across equipment and they will look for that number, and it helps us get stolen equipment back to the owner much more quickly. It's a very effective program.
I have a couple of arrests for farm related crimes, I guess you would say. Possession of farm equipment. A lot of the time whenever I would buy something, it was for a resale item. It was to buy it cheap and double my money or more. If somebody come to me with a piece of equipment that had a number on it, I would not purchase it. Farmers can protect themselves by stamping their equipment, getting it, taking pictures of it, so on and so forth. Having some way to identify it is the biggest thing. If you can't identify it, it's not yours, it's mine.
The weather, volatile commodity prices, and now rural crime. Just one more challenge that farmers today must deal with. But there is one way they can protect themselves. That's putting an owner-applied number on their tractors and equipment. For more information, visit their website or stop by Stanislaus Farm Supply for a brochure. I'm Joey Gonzalez with AgStories. Thanks for watching. And remember, a little dirt on your hands is a good thing.